Is for Nigerians. Stop giving Nigerians false hope. So those that are abroad, they're giving those back home false hope about the diaspora. What do you think about that?
From my personal experience, if you go there and tell them the reality, they will disown you to start with. They'll avoid you like plague. Avoid you completely because they will not believe you telling them the truth.
Because they see people come home, those that have been living in the abroad or in diaspora for a very long time, they come home on holiday, they look good, they look well, and life seems okay for them. They're not paying tuition fees or school fees for their children. So what's not to love about the abroad?
When they come now, they now discover that they need document. They need to be counted. The system need to absorb them, need to accept them before they start finding job. Then they will end up years doing underground job with other people's documents. Things they're not used to, things that is not normal to their life.
You start to do it.
The only thing is that I don't think Africans get depression. They will pray over it.
Everything.
They'll pray over it. They'll pray over it. The first thing they do, they'll go and find a church.
Become a member of
a member of a church. The work will not begin. So everything they are going through, start praying. And whilst they are doing that, they wear their suit once in a month or a week if they have time to go to church. On the way back from church, they will now take a pose in somebody else's car and then send home.
So that makes abroad look fantastic.
I'm telling you, they can't pick their call at work because it can amount to sackable offense.
Yeah, you're on duty.
You're on duty.
Depending on the type of job you're doing.
When they come, they do all sorts. So when they go to naming in the church, or one of their members is doing a naming ceremony, they will take picture again. They will send them.
I think that's just sending the wrong impression to those back home.
And bear in mind that majority of these people, they are from very poor background. So you can imagine those they left behind. So out of those people now, one of them now came abroad. The same mentality is rubbing off everybody. The thing is that one just came abroad, came overseas now. That one there will not know that shoe that he wore for that picture, he wore it last year. Depends on the season.
Nigerians or Africans' behavior towards social media is not helping either. You go to every single party, you dress up, you post down for social media. Your family and friends back home are seeing it. And pictures.
We made it now.
Yes. Abroad looks beautiful in pictures. I don't think a lot of people realize that. So when people are back home are seeing these pictures, it sells a hope that is so attractive. The person now wants to come, you're now saying, oh, don't come more because this place is not like that.
Even tell them the exchange rate. You'll tell them that if I tell you how much they pay me, my salary is almost 2 million.
So in selling this false hope to fellow Africans or to family and friends or to anybody who's asking that, oh, my guy, I want to relocate to, what do you think? Because I think abroad is where it's at. Abroad has more potential. Abroad has more possibility. And these are sometimes people who have businesses, people who are not doing too bad back home. And they want to come this side.
Some of them, they sell land.
Yes.
They will resign from their lucrative jobs. Carry everybody, now come here. Or come here, then they now face a system. Because first, the system needs to count you in. They need to take some data about you. They need to sieve you through the system.
This system, very often you can't maneuver a system.
You're not talking to a human being.
Yeah.
Before you even have a caseworker that is assigned to you, before you see a caseworker number, that case has gone through various desks. The first thing is, they say you contravene the immigration law. You are illegal. You fight that one for another 11 years. before they before they clear your name for that bad record.
So people should tell it as it is when people ask for advice.
You just say your mind. Say it. Don't hide anything.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking for a fellow companion
Indeed.
to come and suffer with you.
Yeah, life is not as rosy as the pictures look.
Some people they just tell their enemy self, say the place is good, or come. I cannot be the only one in the muddy water.
Misery always loves company.
So come over. So as soon as he comes over, he or she comes over, you should not be thinking. And the worst thing is that they will just keep quiet. There's no more social activity because there's none.
Half the year is in winter where people are cold and everybody is in the indoors anyway.
And if you want to go out, you pay.
Yes. You
pay for everything. You go to cinema, you go to anywhere, you pay.
Yeah.
Everything here is a system, a non-tangible economy. So it's a service economy. So everybody is playing their part. They sell one thing or the other. They can sell thin air.
They sell banana when not they grow for
the UK. They are creating the money, using credit to create money. So when you now come here, you now find out that you can't fit in. You can't fit into the system anymore. Even them, children that are born here, or no matter the color, they're finding it very difficult to get a good, well-paid job. They'll just use the salary to put you in a bracket, 3,000 a year. At the end of the day, you are worse off. They find a way to sell you a car that will never be yours. They will even charge on the mileage. So you have a car in your driveway that you don't even drive, because when you drive it excessively, when you bring it back, they will take the mileage from it. Then they'll say, oh, they hold them more money.
Yes.
You are owing them more money.
Realities of living abroad is stark. People get paid and they have hardly anything left to live on.
They'll fall back to credit. Yeah, they have credit score. That's the wealth.
That's the wealth.
A good credit score. When one dies, you go to probate. They establish the person dead. Then they collect everything back. It goes to the next person. While in Africa, if you want to buy a car, no matter the million, you pay cash.
The car is yours from that moment on.
You can feel the money going around the economy. It's live.
Yeah, it's unlike here. It's very, very intangible.
So if somebody comes here, then after he feels that, oh, the friend have a car that he doesn't have. In fact, when he comes, he can't visit that friend. They won't know where the friend lives anymore. They will turn enemy.
People do fall out when their friends come abroad.
You have to fall out.
They fall out.
Because it thinks that here it can just ask you for £1,000. The first they ask you just block him. They come and they're asking ridiculous
amounts of money.
Ridiculous help. Because in Africa, you just call somebody now, he can give you whatever he has. Hey, you're calling unnecessary money. You want to pay school fees. When you were coming, and ask you can pay, you said yes. But no, you were relying on your family and friends that you are coming to meet here. People that have their own problem.
Yes.
You be asking them money.
Coming to shelve your own on them.
On them.
But I think all that still boils down to people not telling the truth to family and friends who want to japa. If you lay down the realities of what it looks like or what it is like to be living in the abroad, then maybe a lot of people will choose maybe the countries they want to go wisely and reevaluate the reason why they want to move or leave Africa.
It's difficult though, because the Western government advertise the money they spend on advert to deceive people to come over alone.
Yes.
So you don't need to tell them anything. They are seeing it on TV.
Yes.
The government and their embassy, they are investing seriously, because of population control.
You are so right.
So they need people, so they will advertise for them there. Then they think all the flashiness is true.
They make it attractive.
Why do you think the British government is bringing all this? What's it called? CSO?
COS.
Certificate
of sponsorship.
They will say they are immigrants, but the majority of people in this country, they are all legal migrants. that came here legitimately. Foreign government effort to bring workforce to their country. It doesn't help us also. Because our government is not doing enough.
No.
They will give you all the promises, the brochure, when they advertise it. They think it's true. When you now come here now, oh Israel,
But,